kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Finds a tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very unique.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practiced them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. You just don't love to throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play. Momentum shift for the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Chase to the right. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, but they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gonna run it. It's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. And big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go!
Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Ready, go!
Carr. Looking to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of him. Now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Notre Dame, 0.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, bro.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, but who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's Carr to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, 3rd and obvious passing situation. They bring out a lot of wide receivers, so the defense is expecting it, but nice job in pass protection, giving the quarterback an opportunity. These windows are going to be pretty tight when you've got a lot of DBs back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Ready. Go.
Throwing, Carr, bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Receivers look tired tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Fourth down, Carr. He makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Scanning the field, it's back. Finds his big tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. But this is a guy who QB will look for early and often in this game.
Running inside. It's Hansen. Maybe a crease. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's back. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it.
Cutting it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Here we go. Ready? Ready to go.
Carr. There's some pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has him. They're on the move. Right down the gut of the field. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem.
0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Carr to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He wants to go deep. Got it down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10.
Ready, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to go
catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Firing to the right, complete. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Just gotta get lock in.
Waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Mustangs eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The RPO fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Things going as their offense heads out to the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. Looking to throw, it's back. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job.
Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is...
You saw that bullshit move he just did with his receiver?
This offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short. short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hip.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Looking to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figured they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, look, Mile, one hand. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the mark.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the first down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
Fires downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing. Carr. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. To the air again, Carr. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. The 40, the 30, the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Swings it out to his running back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling completely complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Return. Where did he go?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
31, Notre Dame, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the boot, looking for his man. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. The short hands, it's Graham. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass. It's Hebert. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Can't beat man if don't catch,
Where
Pop.
are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolls it in. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Big fella moving. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Maybe.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Go straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Jesus.
As the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
All right, keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Punt, and he's got room. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be... There we go! I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do.
And listen, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grab behind the line. It's settled. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example.
To the air, it's back. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football.
Picked off to stop the threat.
No, sir.
This offense really felt coming in today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Here's Carr to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good.
The RPO, it's complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on
Nah,
one of
bro,
his
I ain't
offense
kicking him.
within striking
I
distance.
want to play him again in the playoffs.
Apart with that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
Yes, I do.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Yes, I do.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The lone back's got it. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.
Yeah.